This is the Hydra chip tuner. It comes with 15 different tunes, 1 being factory stock and 14 being the extreme horsepower mode that gains me 150 horsepower. I bought this tuner about a year ago for $350 and I've never actually tested all 15 tunes. So today in this video we're going to be testing each tune on the Hydra chip tuner, testing its fuel mileage and performance. We're going to be taking the 7.3 up to Dallas, and every 100 miles we're going to be filling up and testing the fuel mileage on that tune on the Hydra chip tuner. So right now I have about 80 miles on this tank right now. We're going to fill it up here up to the full tank, and we're going to go from the full tank down to 100 miles. So I'm going to fill it up right now. We'll have a clean slate and we can start from square one. We'll start with the 1 factory tune. So guys, zero it out right there, zero it on the deal. I have the paper right here with all the tunes on them that I'm going to be testing today. The 1 tune is the factory stock tune that is 0 horsepower on that tune. The number 2 mode is the high idle mode. I don't see a reason to really use this mode in the fuel mileage just because it doesn't do anything different but make it high idle. So we're not going to use that tune. The number 3 tune is the death pedal mode. That one, basically, the death pedal mode is on and you unplug the Hydra chip tuner, you're not able to press down the gas and the gas doesn't go. Number 4 tune is the whisper tune. There's no reason we should be running this tune for fuel mileage. It'll actually destroy my engine if I keep this on it. Makes the truck really quiet. It'll mess up my injectors over time. The next one is the 5 towing tune. We're going to be testing that one as well. That one actually gains me 25 horsepower, and that is the number 5 tune. That's my lower towing tune. The 6 tune is daily driving tune. That is my first daily driving tune. We gained 40 horsepower with that tune, and we're going to be testing that tune out actually. The number 7 tune is actually the next daily driving tune. We gain exactly 65 horsepower on that tune. The 8 tune is my favorite tune and what I normally run it on, and that is the fuel sipper tune. This is the one I usually gain the best fuel mileage, but I never actually 100% tested it, so we're about to test it out here. And then we gain about 65 horsepower again. Number 9 tune, this is another daily driving tune. This one actually gains about 80 horsepower and is my better performing daily driving tune. Put it on that one as well. The number 10 tune is my low performance tune. That is one of my least amount of horsepower gain on the performance tune. So that one is actually 80 horsepower gain, and that is for performance. We're also going to be testing that tune as well. The 11 tune is my next towing tune. That one actually gains me 80 horsepower and is my extreme towing tune. That is the one if I'm towing like 12,000 pounds, I'm going to put it on that tune. The number 12 tune is my higher performance tune. That one's going to give me 100 horsepower, and we are going to be testing that tune out as well. 13 tune is my racing tune. This is the 120 extreme horsepower tune. We're also going to be testing that tune out. I'm sure my fuel mileage is going to be shit on it. The next and final one, guys, is going to be the 14 tune. That is the extreme horsepower tune. That one gains me 150 horsepower, or 140 horsepower, excuse me. That one we're just dump coal on, so we're going to be testing that one out as well. I'm sure my fuel mileage is going to be shit, but we're going to try it anyways. And then the number 15 tune, that is the valet tune. That one only goes up to 35 miles an hour, so we're not even going to test that tune. So let's start the first 100-mile test. All the way to the 1 tune. We are at our first stop. We are at the Quick Trip here. Diesel is only $3.08 here, so a lot cheaper than back at home in San Antonio. But we've been driving in the 1 tune. This is the factory stock tune for about 86 miles to be exact. I didn't go 100 miles just because that gas station was convenient. It was right outside of Austin. So we're going to calculate out the fuel mileage. Or a couple things I did notice about the factory tune is it is 10 times slower than my daily driving tune that I normally drive it in. And also it shifts a whole lot differently. The transmission shifts a ton differently. Definitely shifts it a lot better when it's in a daily driving tune. It tends to want to shift a lot later in the factory tune. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you guys which tune got the best fuel mileage, so stay tuned. 4.815 gallons. We got 4.815 gallons on that tank. 86.3 miles to be exact. 86.3 divided by 4.815. Damn. Now, I don't know if this is totally accurate, boys, but we got 17.9 miles per gallon. And that's like half city, half highway. So factory tune did way better in fuel mileage. Best I've ever seen in fuel mileage. Now, I don't know if that's 100% accurate just because we only went for so short of a distance. The next tune, guys, I'm going to go for 150 miles. The 6 tune now. Skip the 5 tune. That's the towing tune. Just since we're not towing, I don't see a point in putting it into the towing tune and testing that fuel mileage. I'm going to put it in the first daily driving tune. I'm going to go a little bit longer this time, but we're going to see on the 6 tune now what kind of fuel mileage it gets. Oh my God. Pulling into the pump here, I actually decided to only put 105 miles on this tank. The first thing I noticed in the 6 tune, clearly noticed a bigger difference in horsepower gain. I was able to shift gears a lot better, keep up with faster vehicles, keep up with traffic a lot better than the factory tune. Everything just ran a whole lot smoother in the 6 tune. We're about to see the fuel mileage here on the number 6 tune. Let's get into it here. So we got 6.76 gallons in this one. We only went 105 miles. 105 0.1 miles divided by 6.676. 15.74 miles per gallon. Still not too bad, especially because we were sitting in traffic for so long, but definitely doesn't beat the #1 factory tune. Change it now to the #7 tune and test our fuel mileage there. We're going to go into the 7 tune. So a reminder, guys, the #7 tune is our next daily driving tune. Gained 65 horsepower on that one. #7 tune. We're gonna drive 100 miles on it. This is the next morning. We are in Dallas right now. We're about to film a 6.0 Powerstroke, but we're continuing the Hydra ship video. I've got 89 miles on this tank. I just wanted to fill it up now just because I am about to go do some racing, and I don't want to fill it up after that because I know my fuel mileage is going to drop when I'm racing in the 14 tune. So I decided to test it right now at 89 miles. A little bit more than the 1 tune, but a little bit less than the 6 tune. A couple things I did notice about the 7 tune, I definitely got a lot more power, and I can roll a lot more coal, and I can get a lot quicker in and out of lanes with the 7 tune versus the 6 tune. You can definitely tell that horsepower gain and horsepower difference. 6.225 gallons on 86 miles. You already know it's going to be a terrible fuel mileage. 89.1 divided by 6.225. Yeesh. 14.313, guys. That is for the 7 tune. I'll be trying everything on the way back from Dallas just because I don't really want to mess up my experiment here by going from racing to trying to test my fuel mileage. So it's just not a very good experiment. I'm going to do all my videos up here. I leave Sunday, so Sunday we're going to be testing it on the way back to San Antonio. Now, I've already done the 8 tune for you guys about 25 times in the past, so I'm not gonna do that one because you guys have seen that one. That is my daily driving fuel sipper tune. I was keeping it on that tune until I realized that the factory tune does get better fuel mileage. We're going to now switch it to the 9 tune, which is my next daily driving tune, and we're gonna go 100 miles on that to see our fuel mileage on there. 9 tune, we'll catch you up with you guys when we've driven 100 miles on the 9 tune. Let's see if I can roll coal here in the 9 tune. Oh yeah, we can, damn, that bad. Huh, not too bad actually. Driving it here for about 10 miles and definitely it's got a little bit more pep in its step. 80 horsepower. So this one is actually a step up from the 8 tune. How much of a fuel mileage drop this gets? So we made it to the first stop. We're at the Buc-ee's here.
Okay, it's our family's first time at Busey's.
Now filling up the truck here, we went 91 miles on this tank here, a little bit less than the 100 that I was hoping for. And you guys saw as well, I put a little bit of the transmission shifting on that 9 gear. It shifts as good, if not better, than the 8 tune does. I think the 8 tune does shift it into that 4th gear a lot sooner and keep it in that 4th gear a lot longer. But we're about to see here if it affected fuel mileage. That's 5 gallons. Here we go on the fuel mileage. We went 91.4 miles and we're gonna divide that by 5.006. Wow. Okay, we got 18.25 miles per gallon on the 9 tune, which is really, really good. That's really good for 91 miles. And we sat in a shitload of traffic too. Strangely good. I'm actually pretty surprised that's what it got here. Now that we did the 9 tune, I'm gonna try the next tune. Try the first performance tune. 80 horsepower, and it is the 10 tune, but it is our first performance tune, what Full Force Diesel specifies as performance. Let's test out this fuel mileage here. Let's test out the shifting and the performance. So you guys can see right there, 10 tune. Oh, go back to 0 and we're gonna go, I think about 80 or 90 miles. Been driving on the 10 tune for exactly 92 miles. It's literally about to like start switching into that 92. We're at HEB right now. We're gonna fill up. I don't know how much diesel is. Honest rundown on the 10 tunes is basically like just a shittier 9 tune. I mean, there's really no reason to have a 10 tune, the performance tune. The transmission shifts a lot differently than the 9 tune. It likes to upshift a lot more. So the 10 tune, I would honestly just get rid of it. There's no reason to have the 10 tune. But we're about to see right now the fuel mileage on it. 7.28 gallons. 7.288 gallons. I can tell you right now, this fuel mileage is about to be pathetic. It is about to be terrible. 92 miles divided by 7.288. Jesus, we got 12.6 miles per gallon. Absolutely terrible for the 10 tune on 90 miles. Once again, there's really no reason for the 10 tune. If I'm gonna put it in a performance tune, it's gonna be either the 100 horsepower or the 140 extreme horsepower. You guys are gonna get the Hydra tuner. Definitely only do 3 performance tunes. I have 4. We're actually in College Station, Texas. I'm gonna be racing here in a second. I got somebody I'm meeting up here. It is a stock 6.7 Powerstroke dually. So we're gonna be racing him. But the next tune that you guys see on the Hydra chip tuner is we're going to be doing the first racing tune. So we're gonna be doing the 13 tune, which is my racing tune. And that is actually 120 horsepower. I wanna see how bad the fuel mileage is as we go up in horsepower. Catch up with you guys when we're done racing him. Finished the race here and we did the full video. I'm back at the gas station because I want to make sure I do this video good for you guys, and we're actually going to be refilling up the truck here. I only went 7 miles, but I was in the 14 tune and we were really getting on it. So I think I definitely did burn a bunch of diesel. We're about to fill it up here. Holy hell, boys. We burned 1.23 gallons and we only went 7 miles. We were getting on it, guys. That just shows how much like actually getting on it matters. We went 7.6 miles and we burned 1.23 gallons. If we do the math on that, we got 5.6 miles to the gallon, and that's in the 14 tune, just getting on it 24/7. So major difference in fuel mileage when you're actually getting on your gas pedal. We're going to be trying out the next racing tune, be our 13 tune, and that is the first racing tune, and that one gives us 120 horsepower. So I'm going to be driving 100 miles in that tune, and I'll fill up with you guys when we're back at the next gas station. 13 tune now. Some of the key things that I noticed that the gas pedal is a lot more responsive. So like whenever I barely tap the gas pedal down, it'll already be at like 11 or 12 boosts. Push the pedal down and you're going real quick. 98 miles on this tank on the 13 tune. So we're about to figure out the fuel mileage here. It shifts a little bit funny. It can get in and out of traffic really, really fast. So if you guys are looking to move and groove, definitely do the 13 tune. I wouldn't daily it in the 13 tune, but if you're trying to shit and get, definitely 13 tune works. Now you're on camera. Well, so jinx on them, so are they. $3.49 for diesel here, so it's gonna be pretty expensive, guys. All right, guys, we got 6.760. Better than the 10 tune, that's for sure. 98.7 miles divided by 6.76. We got 14 miles to the gallon. Actually isn't that bad. 120 horsepower tune. Now I'm going to switch it into the 5 tune for shits and gigs, and that is my first towing tune. That is 25 horsepower. Just to show you guys the fuel mileage on the towing tune, just for the hell of it. 13 tune, we're gonna go all the way down to the 5 tune. Wow, definitely stays in that first gear a lot longer, those lower gears a lot longer than that 5 towing tune. Transmission literally thinks that we are towing something. It definitely does. That's what it seems like, just because it likes to shift a lot earlier. It likes to stay in those lower gears a lot longer as well. And I can also roll coal in the 5 towing tune, which is a surprise to me. So it is now the end of the evening. We are back at the same gas station that we started this video. We went only 68 miles on the 5 tune. It would upshift in like when it was like 65 miles an hour if I put the pedal down. It's only because it was a towing tune, and that's what codes are telling the transmission to do. All right, guys, 4.237 gallons, 68.5 miles on this tank. Do 68.5 divided by 4.237. Damn, actually not bad. 16.16 miles per gallon on the 68 miles we did. Fuel mileage test, our best tune was the 9 tune, and that one actually got us a whopping 18.25 miles per gallon. At the end of the day, that is our best tune. Then it is our factory tune, which got us 17.92 miles per gallon. And then the tune after that, surprisingly Secondly was the 5 tune, and that was our towing tune, which got us 16 miles per gallon. And then after that, it was the 6 tune, and then after that one, it was the 7 tune, and so on and so forth. You guys get the picture. If you're looking for performance, the 13 tune is a great tune to ride on that can get you in and out of traffic, get you good, decent fuel mileage. The 10 tune, guys, I would just totally get rid of it. You don't need the 10 tune. That is the 80 horsepower. Now the 6 and 7 tune, those are my 2 daily drivers. Those 2 were great as well. They didn't give me as good fuel mileage. They were really good tunes to ride and drive on. The transmission shift great on those, and all around just a great ride, great drive. The 8 tune, the fuel sipper, I honestly just I'm not gonna keep it on this tune anymore. I used to daily drive in this tune, but I just don't like how the transmission shifts so early into that 4th gear and doesn't upshift at all. I'm gonna be now daily driving the 9 tune just because it was shifting super smooth. Everything was shifting great. The Hydra chip tuner, testing the performance and fuel mileage of every single tune. Remember, at 10K subscribers, guys, we are actually gonna be going to 48 states visiting you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe. We're also putting in a new turbo as well at 10K subs. If you guys wanna watch more badass truck content, if you like truck content like myself, you can watch more up here or down there. Peace out, guys.